Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Stedman. Today I'll be teaching you how to crochet this beautiful sweater. It has this gorgeous design. It's very easy to do. Any beginner can make this piece. Last week I made another one with this design but with shorter sleeve and shorter here, different finishing touches. And I mentioned that this week I was supposed to make this one, and here it is, with long sleeve, longer, different borders. They look amazing. Both look a little bit the same but different because those changes. So I'm gonna leave a picture here, that way you see the other one. This in a gold color. They're very easy. Any beginner can make this piece. So here is the list of material you're gonna need to make it. To do the long sleeve version of the last piece, I'm gonna use the same brand of yarn, Bernat Premium, medium 4, 100% acrylic. I have 198 grams or 329 meters, and the color is magenta. For the last piece, I use one of these. I only have this little bit left, and that other one was with short sleeve. So for this one, I have two of these. So I hope it's enough. If not, I will go to Walmart and buy another ball of these. That is where I bought this one at Walmart for $3.98. So the crochet hook that I'm gonna use is N or 9 millimeters. I'm gonna try first with this. If when I cast my 42 stitch I found it's too small, and then I'll go back to this one. That was the last one that I used for the other piece, because I want this to fit me. So maybe this is too small, but I'm gonna try with the 9 millimeters. If not, I can do the color with this one and the rest of the body with this one. So I will try as I go. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors. I'm gonna start with a slip knot, and I'm gonna do a chain of 42. So I hope this hook will make the chain big enough that will fit over my head. So I will let you know when I have my 42. I'm gonna finish here with a slip stitch on top of the first one. I'm gonna make sure that it's not twisted. So I'm gonna do my slip stitch, and I'm gonna continue working with this smaller hook, probably like a little turtleneck in here. Let's see. So I'm gonna chain 2, and I'm gonna do a half double crochet on each space. Until you have your 42 half double crochet. And this. Here I'm gonna finish with a slip stitch on the second chain, and I have my 42 half double crochet in here. So you're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna start working your half double crochet in here, in the back, in here. Okay, the back strand in here. So you have these two in the front and one here in the back, and that one in the back. You're going to do your half double crochet, and you have to make sure that you always have your 42. It'll look like this. I finish here with a slip stitch on the second chain. Now again you're going to chain 2, and you're going to continue doing the same repetition, grabbing the back strand of yarn and doing half double crochet on every single row. So for the last piece I did 12 rows, but since we are working with a smaller hook, the stitches are shorter, so I may have to do 3 to 4 more rows. But anyway, I'm gonna do my 12 row. I'm gonna measure it, and if the length that I like, I will leave it with 12. If not, I will do a few more, but I will let you know. Okay, so it's exactly the same. You're working the back strand of yarn here in the back, and it'll look like this. Look how nice. Here I finish, and it look like this. It have a really nice size. It's not as loose as the other one, but it's more like a turtleneck. So I did only 12 rows, so it's perfect. I don't want too much bulkiness around my neck, so 12 rows is perfect. So now we're gonna start doing the stitch exactly the same as the other one. Now we're gonna start with the first row of the stitch, and we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3 plus 1 for separation, yarn over. You're gonna skip this one, and you're gonna go to the next one, and you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the same space. Chain 1, yarn over. You're gonna skip 1 and go to the next one, and you're gonna do a double crochet. Chain 1, yarn over. You're just gonna skip this one and go to the next one, and you're gonna do again 2 double crochet in the same space. Chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the same space. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1, go to the next one, a double crochet. Chain 1, yarn over, skip that one, go to the next one, and do again 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the same space. And that's the repetition that you're gonna do all the way around your piece. Here I finish with a slip stitch in the third chain, and in here you'll have 2 stitches, and in here 2 stitches. That's normal, that's the way it's supposed to be. So you're gonna chain 1, 2, and 3, and in that same space you're gonna do another double crochet, and that's the increase. You don't gonna do the chain space, you're gonna go directly to here, and you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. Again, you don't gonna do the chain space, you're gonna directly here on top of this double crochet, you're gonna do 2 double crochet. 1 and 2, and those are the increases. You're going directly here, and you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. In this row, the only chain space that you are doing is this one here, in between these 2 double crochet and these 2 in here. So again, you're gonna go to the chain, to this double crochet, and you're gonna do 2 double crochet. And you're gonna continue doing this all the way around. Here I'm gonna finish with a slip stitch on the third chain. Now again, we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and the increase is in between these 2, and in the center here we're gonna do a double crochet, and now double crochet on top of the last one. So we start with 1 and then 2, now 3. This one here stay the same. Now we're going to do the increase. We're going to do a double crochet on top of this one, a double crochet in the center here, and a double crochet in the top of the last one. It'll look like this. So you're going to continue doing the repetition of this one, and on top of these two you will do 3 double crochet, one on top of this one in the center, and one on top of that one. Here I finished row number 3, and now again we're going to chain 3, and now we have to increase to 4. So the next one, the double crochet is in between these two and here. The next one is in between these two stitches and here. We have 3. And the last one is on top of the last double crochet. And we have 4. Now we're going to do here the stitch of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. And now here you see we have 3. We're going to do the first one on top of the first double crochet, the second one in between these two stitches in here, the third one in between these two and here, and number 4 in here. And now again you're going to repeat this stitch. So you're going to continue doing this all the way around, and this is row number 4. Here I finished row number 4, so we're going to continue doing those repetitions of increase until we have the size that we need to separate the arms and the body of the piece. For the other piece I did 7 rows and then I did a separation. For this one I don't know because I'm working with a smaller hook, so maybe with 7 is enough, or maybe I have to do 8, 9, I don't know yet. So I will do that off camera, but you're going to continue with the same increase repetition. You have to continue with the increase in each row. So I will show you one more time. For this one is row number 5, and you have to do 5 double crochet in each space. So in row 6 you will have 6, row 7 7, row 8 8, depend on the size that you're making your piece. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 chain, and always you're gonna do the stitch in between the stitch in here from the row before. That's 2, 3, 4, and the last one is always on top of the last double crochet, and that is 5. Now you're gonna come here and you're gonna do the stitch. That stitch never change, it's always 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the same space. And now you're gonna work in the double crochet here to do the increase. So in this row you see we have 4. Now we have to increase to 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5 on top of the last double crochet. Like that you're going to continue working all the way around on each row as well, the same repetition of increase. So in the next one you'll chain 3, and then you'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on top of the last double crochet. You'll do the this stitch and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on top of the last one. And like that you're going to continue working all the increase until you have the desired length and width for your piece. So I will do this off camera and I'll let you know how many rows I will do for mine, and mine is a size large. Here I'm measuring 7 rows, and like you see, it's not enough to do it that size for me. So it looks like I have to do from 2 to 3 more rows before I separate the arms and the body. And like you see, the stitch is a little bit more smaller and tighter than the ones underneath, but look really good. Here I finished the amount of row that I need for mine, and was 9 row. Now in row number 10 I will separate the body and the sleeve, and it looked really nice because the stitch is smaller and more tight, working with a smaller hook. So now we're going to work on row number 10 to separate the body and the sleeve. Now to separate the piece, the front and the back and the sleeve, we want to work only in the center. So we have 10 of these motifs, okay? So as you count, you have these 4 in the back, 4 in the front, number 5 in one shoulder from this one, and then the other side, number 5 in this one. Okay, so the 2 that do number 5 will be the shoulder, and 4 for the front and 4 for the back. So we're gonna work in this motif until this one, leaving the one in the center for the shoulder and the same in the other side. If you like, you can place a marker in here and in here, you see, leaving this one in here, because we're gonna work until here, and the same in the other side. But I don't need to do that because I know exactly where I have to separate the pieces. So I'm gonna work the stitch without increase until I get to this stitch in here. Okay, now I'm gonna start with a chain of 3. This time we don't gonna do any more increase, but if you like this a little bit bigger, you can do more increase. For me, it's perfect like this. So I'm gonna do 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet. So this chain 3 is on top of this chain 3. The next one gonna be right on top, almost like inside that stitch. Because if you work in the space in between, you will do increase. So this time we work right inside the stitch, like this. So they are 9 double crochet, because I did 9 row. And 9. Now I'm gonna work in here. These stitches always stay the same. 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the same space. Now we're going to work these 9 stitches here, no increase. So it's right inside the stitch. You're going to continue with the double crochet. I really love this color. My daughter helped me pick this color. I was planning to do in a gray color, and then I asked her for help to choose which color, and she liked this magenta. It's gorgeous. I'm glad she picked this one. That's what happens when you have many colors to choose from. Sometimes you don't know which one. So here I'm gonna do my two double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. So now let me place this again. Now we're going to separate this piece in here I'm gonna work in the, leave this one, and I'm gonna go to the next one, in here, and I'm gonna do the same repetition. 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochet in the same space, and just like that you have the opening for your sleeve. So now I'm gonna continue working that repetition in here, and is my 9 double crochet, 1 on top of each, this stitch, 9 double crochet, this stitch, 9 double crochet, and when I get to this stitch I'm gonna do the opening for the other sleeve, leaving this one in here for the center. So when I get to that place in here, I will show you one more time how to do the separation, but it's the same repetition with no increase if you are not doing increase. Okay, now I'm gonna work in this stitch here to separate the sleeve, and in here somehow I missed a stitch in here when I did row number 6, so I realized that now in row number 9, so I don't want it to redo everything. So what I did in here, that I had 8 and I wanted 9 stitches, I increased 1 in here. You see, between these 2 stitches I did that extra that I was missing, so it don't make any difference in the piece. I had 9 on each. So now I'm gonna work in here, and I'm gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2. You're gonna skip this one, that is the center for the sleeve, and you're gonna come to this one, and you're gonna do the same repetition. Two double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochet. Now what I have to do, once you separate the 2 sleeve, is work in these 9 stitches, this one here, and do a slip stitch in the center of this one, and like that you finish the separation of the body and the sleeve. After that, the next row will be the repetition that we're gonna do until we have the desired length. Well, here is already the body part separated from here to here, so we're gonna do exactly the same repetition that we did in the row before with no increase. You're gonna start with a chain of 3, and you're gonna do your 9 double crochet. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Again, you're gonna do the stitch in here, two double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Now again, you're gonna do your 9 double crochet, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Here, like I mentioned before in the other video, you have a few options to work in here under the sleeve. So I'm gonna give you option number 1 is to work your 2 double crochet in here, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and come here and do the same. So that's on option number 1. Another option is, so you can have like 3 options, is in here do only 2 double crochet, chain 1, and do the other 2 in here. Like that. The next one will be here. Okay, and this is the option for me that I did. And the other piece is to skip this one completely and go in the center of this one and do your 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochet. This is how I did the other one, and this is the same that I'm gonna do this one. You're gonna skip this stitch and you're gonna come here and you're gonna do your 9 double crochet. So you're gonna continue with the same repetition of your 9 double crochet and this stitch until you get here, and I'll show you one more time how to work under the sleeve. Here under the arm you're gonna do exactly the same repetition that you did under the other one. So you can do one motif in here and another one here, or 2 double crochet here, chain 1, 2 double crochet here, all the same as I did. That is working my 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the center. I'm gonna skip this one and do my 9 double crochet, and this is row number 1 of the body of the piece. Here I finished that row. So this size is perfect for myself, but you think maybe that this is not big enough in here for you. You want it just a little bit bigger, but you don't want to continue with the increase because it will be too big. What you can do is after row number 9, when you're gonna do row number 10 of the separation, is do a chain space in between, in here and here. Do a chain space, and that will give you a little more room in your piece. Okay, it's another option. You want this a little bit bigger. So you're gonna continue in this row. It's exactly the same as the row before. It's the same repetition you're gonna do. So I'll show you one more time. So you're gonna do your 9 double crochet, eight and 9, and here you're gonna do your stitch. So you see, if you want this bigger here, you just do the separation of 1 chain in here. Okay. But for myself, it's perfect. So again, if you're doing the chain space, you do the chain again. So it's It's very easy to change the size for this. Seven, 8, and 9. And now again, you're gonna work inside this stitch in here. I don't show this part in the other video because I told you that it's the same repetition from the row before, and you see it's working in the center of the stitch. So you're gonna repeat this row as many times as you like until you have the desired length for your piece. For my other piece, I was 9 rows, so I don't know if I'm gonna leave this one at the same length or not. So I'll let you know when I'm finished giving the length to mine. So I finished that row number 2 of the body, and it look like this under here. You see under the arm, and you're only working in here in the center. I finished with the length that I wanted for mine, and to this one I gave 17 row. The other one was 9 row. This one I want to be the length of a regular sweater because it's a long sleeve. So now I'm gonna show you how to do the border. For this one I'm gonna do a different border than the last one. I'm gonna do just single crochet, 1 single crochet on top of each double crochet. So you can do any border you would like. I try first to do a different border with the top only at 12 rows, but I found that was too short for me, and then I decided to give it more length to 17 rows and to change the border. But I record the part when I did the other border, and after this here I will show you how I did the other border, just in case you want to do the other one. But for mine will be 5 rows of single crochet, and it will be 1 single crochet on top of each double crochet. So in here as well, you're gonna do 1 single crochet on top of each double crochet. Don't do your single crochet too tight because you don't want these to be, tight in the bottom. So you're gonna continue doing single crochet. If you're doing this 1 on top of each double crochet, I will show you how to finish here, how to do the next row, and I show you after this. I will put here the little piece that I recorded how I did the other border, just in case you decide to do the other border. Here I'm gonna finish with my last single crochet on top of that double crochet from this motif, and I'm gonna do slip stitch here where I did the first chain for the single crochet, and here chain 1 and do another single crochet in the first one, and do 1 single crochet on top of each single crochet all the way around, and you're gonna do this repetition for 5 rows in total. So this is row number 2. I had to do this one and 3 more. Here I'm gonna finish with the slip stitch, chain 1, cut the yarn, loose the tail, and it'll look like this, the border, and I will show you how the border look. And I already did one of the sleeves, and I will show you how that sleeve look and how we're gonna do the other one. And remember, both of them are done exactly the same. Now we're gonna start with the other border option. More stitches here. I'm gonna do a different border. So I'm gonna chain 1 and do a single crochet, and here I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm gonna do 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2. You're gonna skip this and go to the next one and do a single crochet. Again, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2.
skip the next one, go to the next one and do a single crochet, and this is the border that we're gonna do all the way around. 1, 2, 3 chain, 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2. Skip this one, go to the next one, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2. You're gonna skip this one and this one here, you see, and you're gonna go to the center of the motif and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 3, and again 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2, and like that is how you're gonna do the border. So you're gonna have in here in this 9 stitch, you're gonna have 4 of these and 1 in the center of the motif. So you're gonna go to the first space in here, skip that, and go here and do a single crochet, and we start. Here I finished the last motif. Now I'm gonna do a slip stitch in here, and the first single crochet, slip stitch, chain 1, cut the yarn, lose that tail in here and the tail that you had left in the beginning. After that, we're gonna start working on the sleeves. If you do that border, it will look like this once you finish. But I decided to undo those the border that I did before and give more length, because I like this border of single crochet better than the other one that I'm going to show you here. But that is your decision if you want it with the other border or like this one. I prefer this one. So I already did one of the sleeves, and I'm going to show you. I have this little piece of yarn there because in those rows was where I did my decrease. So that's my guide. The sleeve looks fantastic. So this is the sleeve. And here I did 5 rows of border for the sleeve, and that's what made me decide to do a border like this for the bottom of the sweater. So the decrease are in those rows here, but the sleeve look amazing, and look how nice this look in here. So now I'm going to show you how to do them. They're very easy. So we're going to start our sleeve through the bottom here, you see. That's where we started doing the same stitch. So what we're going to do in here is in the center here, where we did that single stitch in here, we're going to do the same but for the sleeve. And we had 9 double crochet here, but if we jump from the stitch in here to the first one of the 9, look at the space that we have here. So in this space here, I'm going to do 2 double crochet together. So in the next round, those 2 will be 1. So, and then we will have 10 double crochet in here, the stitch at the center, 10 in the other side, and the stitch in the center. And we're going to repeat that. So here, let me show you. You see, these are the 2 stitches together here, and then in here you just have 1, and then we have that one for 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the row number 5 we'll do a decrease, and then we'll have 9, and then we'll continue working, and then we do another decrease to 8, and then to 7, and then those 7 until here that we do decrease in the beginning, at the end. That way it's nice and close in here. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna start through here. Now we're gonna start in the center here. We're gonna start with a slip knot, leaving a loop like this. You're gonna pass your hook through the inside, pass that loop, and it's like a chain. So you're gonna chain 1, 2, and 3, and that's the first double crochet of 2. So this one is 2, chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the same space. Now you're going to go here. You see this motif in here that come in here, in the space in here, you see, in the chain space here. You're gonna do 1 double crochet, you don't gonna finish, and another double crochet, and you're gonna do them together here. And that look like the 2 double crochet part of this motif in here, you see. And here look like it's the chain space. So now you're going to do your double crochet, your 9 double crochet. So you go to the first one here, and you're gonna start doing your 9 double crochet all the way around. Let me move this around. Six, 7, 8, and 9. Now we're going to work in the center stitch in here. This is the one on top of the shoulder, and you're going to do exactly the same. 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Now you're going to work in the other 9 double crochet. So you see it's the same repetition that you did, exactly the same, nothing changed. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now in this space here, you see, is where you're going to do the 2 together. So here you're going to do 1 double crochet, you don't going to finish, and the other one, and you're going to pass it through those 3 loops, and you have your 2. Now here we have the chain 3 that we start with. We're going to do the 3rd one and do a slip stitch, and like that you finish row number 1 for the sleeve. So now we're going to start. Now we're going to do 1 and 2 slip stitch until you get to the center of the 1 chain space in here. Again, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, and another 2 double crochet in the same space. And this is always in the center, you know, under the arm. This go right in the center. Now here we're going to work on top of those 2 double crochet that we did together. So this one we want to make just 1, and you want to go, don't work in here because you see it look a little bit weird. You go here and grab all those strands of yarn, and you do 1 double crochet, and it looks like it's exactly in the center of the stitch. That's 1 of 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this is what you do now, 10 double crochet. Now you're going to work in this stitch in the center, 1, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and now you're going to do your 10 double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you're going to work that double crochet on top of those two. You see? And here. And that's 10. And now here you're going to do a slip stitch on the third chain, and you finish that row. So the row that we did here is the repetition. You're going to do 3 more times, and then after that we're going to do a decrease. That is, if you want to do a decrease, maybe you want to leave it like that all the way, but for mine I had to do a decrease. So you're going to repeat 2 slip stitch, 1 and 2 until the center. You're going to chain 3, you're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, 10 double crochet, the stitches in the center, 10 double crochet, and then the slip stitch on the third chain. So repeat that 3 more times, and then I will meet you here to show you how you're going to do a decrease. So I'll do that. Here I have the amount of row that I need before my first decrease. So I'm going to leave here a picture that I tried this on, and you'll see the length of the sleeve, how nice that looks, just in case you want to leave yours just like that, and instead of a long sleeve like a little shirt. So now I'm going to show you how to do the decrease. Now to decrease, we're going to do a decrease in here in the 2 first double crochet and the 2 last one, and this is right under the arm. Okay, so you're going to do 2 slip stitch, 1 and 2, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, you're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and now we're going to do the first decrease. So you're going to do a double crochet that you're not going to finish in the first one, like that. You have 2 loops. Now you go to the next one, do another double crochet, you have 3 loops, and close these 3 loops, and like that you do the decrease. You're going to continue working 1 double crochet, and top of each double crochet you're going to do the center stitch on the top of the shoulder, and you're going to work these stitches here until you have these 2 last ones here, and I'll show you how you're going to decrease in here and how to finish in here. Okay, so here you have the decrease. Here at the end, so I have 2 double crochet. I'm gonna do this one. I'm not gonna finish. I have 2 loops. I'm gonna do the last one. I have 3 loops, and I'm gonna close those 3 loops, and like that was the decrease. Here in the third chain I'm gonna do a slip stitch, and we finish that row. That's the first row, a decrease in here. So I'm gonna do 1, 2 slip stitch, and we're gonna start the next row with 1, 2, 3, a double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, And now here we're gonna do exactly what we did in the row in here when we did that extra 2 stitches. You're gonna do 1 double crochet on top of this in here. So now you will have 9 double crochet. You're gonna work 9 double crochet, the stitch in the center, 9 double crochet, remember it's 1 in here, and you're gonna finish with the slip stitch. You're gonna repeat that row 3 more times, and in row number 4 you will do another decrease, and then you will have 8. Let me show you here. You see, here is the row right now that I did a decrease, and this one is the one that I show you what to do now. So that is 1, 2, 3. Row number 4, again you're going to do a decrease, and you'll have 8 double crochet. You're going to work those 8 double crochet, the stitch in the center here and here, for 3 more rows. Row number 4 you will do the decrease, and then you will have 7 double crochet. You'll work those 7 double crochet for 5 rows, and then here the last one I did a decrease in the beginning and at the end of the 7. Okay, and then after that I did my 5 rows of single crochet. Okay, so in total, counting from the first one that I started here where I did those extra 2 to do 10 double crochet, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 rows plus 5 of single crochet. So in total is 25 rows. So I'm gonna work mine off camera, but I want to really explain you really well. For those beginners, sometimes I get message to explain very well the sleeve because they don't got it. So remember, we did a decrease right now. Now we have 9 double crochet. So from that row, first row of the 9 double crochet in this space, you see, in between the motif on the center here and the one in the center here, you have 9 double crochet now. Okay, so that is row number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now row number 7. So you're gonna do 7, 8, and 9 with those 9 double crochet. In row number 10 you will do a decrease, and then you will have a double crochet in here. Okay, in here, a double crochet, and then you will do 11, 12, 13 with those 8, and number 14 again you will do the decrease, and then you will have 7 double crochet in here in that space. And those 7 double crochet you're gonna do in row number 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And then row number 20 is where we're gonna do the decrease in the beginning and at the end of those 7. I will show you that row, but remember, every 3 rows you're doing a decrease for 1, 2 more times. You see, this is the first one here, decrease, and then 3, and number 4 decrease, 3, number 4 decrease, and then 5, number 6 decrease. Okay, I'm gonna finish this row where I did my first decrease, the next one. So I'm going to work on the decrease. So you're going to do 1 double crochet, slip stitch, and you're going to repeat this row 2 more times. So in total of 3, and then number 4 you will do this repetition at this row here, a decrease, and so those 3 rows. So I decided to do 1 more time the decrease on camera, just in case you are a very beginner and you want to do this piece. That way you don't have any trouble making it. So you're gonna 1, 2, and 3 chain, a double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and now we're gonna do a decrease, and these 2 in here. So you're gonna do a double crochet without finishing that double crochet. You have 2 loops, and you go to the next one and do exactly the same. In a double crochet you have 3 loops. You close those 3 loops and you do the decrease in there. So you're going to continue working 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet, and the 2 motifs in here exactly the same, and in here again you're gonna do the decrease. After that you do 3 rows without any decrease, and then number 4 a decrease, and then after that you continue working the center motif plus those 7 stitches for 5 more rows, and then I will meet you here for the last row. Here I have my 19 row done, so row number 20 is the one that we're gonna do for decrease. So you're gonna start with the center stitch in here, now we're gonna do a decrease in here. I'm gonna do a double crochet, I'm gonna finish, and another double crochet, you're gonna close those 3 loops. You're gonna do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and again you're gonna do a decrease. This decrease is optional. I just doing it for mine because I don't want this part here too loose, so you can leave it like that, and just without the decrease. Oh, here I do the decrease in this one. You see a decrease in the beginning, and at the end are the 7 double crochet. Now we're going to do the center stitch. Again, we're going to do a decrease in these 2. And we're going to do 3 double crochet. And a decrease in these last 2. And then we're going to do the slip stitch in the 3rd chain, and we're done this row, and it look like this, you see. Now we're going to do 5 rows of single crochet. Now for the single crochet you're going to chain 1 just right there, and you're going to do the first one in here, and you're going to do a single crochet on top of each double crochet. This is very fast to do these 5 rows. You're going to come here and the first one, and you're going to do a slip stitch, and you finish that first row. So you're going to chain 1 and go to the same space and do a single crochet. Now you're going to do a single crochet on top of each single crochet. and this is row number 2. So when you finish this one, you will have to repeat it 3 more times for a total of 5. After that, you will do the other sleeve, cut the yarn, lose all the tail, and you have done your sweater. I'm gonna finish here row number 5 with a slip stitch, chain 1, cut the yarn, and I will lose that tail, and the other ones, and it will be like this, and this one exactly the same. So I will lose all the tails and I will show you them. This is how much yarn I have left from my 2 balls of 198 grams each. So it's not enough to do any other project. I wanted to do a matching boot cuffs and a hat. So I don't have any more of these. I'm planning to go to Walmart to see if they have more of this color. That way I can do the matching set. So if not, this will stay just the sweater. So like you see, it's very easy to do and fast since we're working with a big crochet hook. It looks amazing. And there's the sleeves. The other one here. The border. It looks fantastic. So for next week, I'm planning to do another messy band hat with a different design, maybe knitted. So after that, I want to make this for a little girl. I have some question about the changes that they have to do to make it smaller, how many chains and all that stuff. So I decided to make one smaller. That way you guys can see just by changing the size of the hook, how much smaller or how much bigger you can do this piece. So now I'm going to put it on and I will show you the end result. Well, this is the end result and I hope you guys like this sweater as much as I do. It looks amazing. Look at this. Let me tell you, you're going to love this piece if you make one. The color of this one is a little bit higher because I use a different size crochet hook, and I'm a type of person that don't like turtleneck because I get claustrophobic to having something in here. But this one is nice and loose. You don't feel, you know, like tight in here. The sweater look amazing. So I hope you guys like it and give it a try to this one and the other one. The other one look as beautiful as this one. The only thing that is short sleeve and a little bit shorter, different finishing touches, but the stitch is exactly the same, as easy as this one. So I hope you guys like it and give it a try, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber, and don't forget the little thumbs up. And if you make this piece and you want to send me some pictures, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stedman, or you can find me in my Instagram, Ruby Stedman Crochet. Please share my video with friends and family, that way you help me grow here in YouTube. And don't forget to check my other videos. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.